See, basically, this is all about the webinar on the best way of using e-margin, or else what we call it as margin trading facility, MTF. This is purely for swing trading, so purely for equity, basically, not for FNO options or not for the index or Nifty. So this is purely for the equity market. Okay. So let me take you to the next screen. So I think definitely this is going to be a debatable topic. Point number one, I can discuss this for hours and hours, but let's make it more crisp in terms of what we need to discuss. And then I would want you to pay attention. Okay, just hold on all your questions until the session is done. See, whatever knowledge you have on the e-margin, right, just keep it aside. Okay, just remove everything. Stop your comparison mode and just pay attention on this next 1 hour or 40 minutes. It depends, right? It can be like 1.5 hours, and then if at all required, we'll open up the Q&A sessions and majority of your questions will be answered for sure. Okay, so are you with me, guys? I mean, definitely, right, this is going to be like debatable topic. I know because each one has their own definition of e-margin. I know. Basically, the moment we say about the e-margin, right? So there is a fear. I mean, we see on the internet, on the YouTube, people saying that we should not be using e-margin. That this, yes, you will get to know each and everything, guys. Now, okay. So now, what I'll try to do. Right. See, first of all, let's understand what is MTF or e-margin. Okay. So you find many videos. So I think if someone was all set for this session, right? So he or she might have done this sort of at least a small research on what is MTF or e-margin. So if at all you have not done, okay, let me just give you a small context, or else you can just find it on the internet. Like people talk about the what is MTF, margin trading facility, and everything, right? So let's give me a small context of what is margin trading facility. See, it's nothing but there are like too many rules and regulation, terms and condition guides. This is a make or break. See, honestly, I'm telling this is a make or break. So before going for e-margin, I would want you to attend this session, understand this session. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'll be just uploading them into the YouTube also. So if you have any questions, first clarify everything with me, and then you start the journey of e-margin. Do not start the journey next day from Monday unless and until you are clear. Okay. For me, what is margin trading facilities? Like simple, guys. Like I would say, it's sort of I would say 1:4. Simple, right? I'll make it very simple, right? So one is like this is your own capital. So you replace this one with 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 50 lakhs once a year, and you will get the margin up to 4 times. So let's say you have invested 1 lakh, so you will get up to a margin of 4 lakhs, right? So this is the margin. So you end up paying only 1 lakh, and the broker will be giving you up to 4x margin. For few stocks, it would be 3x. For few stocks, it would be 2x. For few stocks, it would be 3.5. For few stocks, it would be 4x. So net, I would say, though they say 4x, it's actually 1:3. I mean, because based on my last 8 months of experience into e-margin, so you get a margin of 3x times. Simple. If you pay 1 rupee, you will get 3 rupees. So in total, this will become 4 rupees. Okay. So out of 4 rupees, again, 1 rupee is yours and 3 rupees is the margin given by broker. There are like too many terms and conditions. So I would want you to just go to MStocks or Angel One, right? Whatever broker you want to opt, you have to just go and read the FNA, the question and answers, right? All the terms and condition. Okay, so that's it. This is a simple, guys. I mean, this is the margin trading facility and e-margin. So you end up paying 1 rupee, broker will give you 4. So and again, all depends, the rate of interest and everything. It depends on your individual broker. Okay, let's talk about the broker at the end of the day, but just try to understand the context. Okay, now what I'll do. Okay, so I've given a small context of what is. So now this is very, very, very important for you to understand. I mean, I would say this slide is very important, right? Just in case if I ask you, who is the target audience for all the brokers, be it MStock, be it your Zerodha, be it your Angel One, right? Who is the target? Okay, so I've plotted something. This is very important, guys. This is very, very important for you to understand. So there is a tendency, right? I mean, we keep on saying that 95% of the retailers end up losing. All right. And then Actually 90, but I've written 95% because nowadays post COVID, like many people they are reading. So let's say there are like 5% of the retailers, right, who are making some decent profit. Out of this 5%, I would say like 1% people are making a decent profit more than the fixed deposit. Like whatever fixed deposit we put it in the bank, like 5%, 8%, 10%, right? I just put those retailers into this category, and there are like up like maybe like 4% of the retailers who are very good, but maybe they're not generating more than the fixed deposit. But now there is a question, right? If these many retailers are losing, obviously, right, all this money, because government will never pump in any money, right? So whatever this 1% people are getting, successful trader, so-called successful trader, or this 4%, so for them, these guys are bakras. That's it, guys, right? Because government never ever pump in any money in the stock market, and in fact government become rich day by day by this 95% of the retailers. So basically this 95% and this 4% plus 1%, overall 100%, we are making the government rich in terms of paying the brokerage, STT, and all those charges. But for this 5%, I think this 95% are the bakras. Basically all the money these guys are losing, so end of the day this is coming into this bucket, right, to this 4% or this 1%, right? This slide is very important. Maybe you guys might be thinking, what is he discussing about this slide, right? We are aware of this thing, right? But this is one of the crux. Okay, so let me again delete this. So now if you know that only 5% people are making the money, okay, out of which 4% people are making less than fixed deposit, and 1% people are making like more than bigger. So I'm least bothered about this 1%. So ideally this 1% people are leveraging the e margin. I mean, whether they disclose or not, but this guys, this 1% people, right, they go for e margin because that's one of the secret weapon. That is one of the, I would just a sort of opportunity given by the brokers for them to get very decent return. You'll get to know. So now, right, who are the brokers target? Okay, so do you think brokers care for retailers? Right, maybe let's say someone is using the margin, right? So let's say he's putting 1 rupee, broker is giving 3 rupees. So maybe that particular guy will think, "Acha, brokers are so good, they are thinking about the retailers. In case if I have like 1 rupee, they are giving the 3 rupees." Guys, this is the crux. This slide talks about the entire session. Now, for the target of the brokers are this 95% people. I would say 95 and this 4% also, but net 95%, right? They pretty well know this 1% people, right? They are smart traders. Basically they know the risk management, they know how to use the e margin, they know the money management, they know how to select the stocks, what stocks to select, how to what do we say, right, put the stop loss. I mean, all the things we will be discussing. Pay attention, guys. But do you think this 99, 95, or this plus 4% people will be having those what do we say, right, bare minimum skill set in terms of position sizing, risk management, money management, right? So this brokers will target this 95% people. That's the reason if you look at the internet, not majority, I would say 99% of the people, YouTubers, retailers, all the so-called big trainers and everything, they keep on telling that don't go for e-margin, because end of the day we all know, what did I say, only 1% people are very smart, and 95% people, they do not have any sort of technical ability in terms of identifying the stocks. I'll let you know, we'll talk that future. So this, why I did this talk is like brokers will target this 95% of the people. They are not good, right? The way the data operators play, even brokers are there, they are the opportunists. Basically they wanted to trap the retailers in every angle. So just in case, right, if someone is into this category, right, I would still, you wanted to be in this category, I would still say that just exit this course, but not course, basically this session, right? This is not going to help you. But if at all you see yourself into this 5%, or else, right, after this session, if you want to see yourself into this 5%, so then this session is for you. Okay, so let me take you to the next slide. Now, must to have, guys, without this 5 to 6 parameters, right, these are the 5 to 6 parameters you have to have if you want to go for the using the e margin. First thing is like view of the market. Now don't say that I do not know the view of the market, how to get the view of the market, so then this session is not for you. The second is like, it's pure mindset, right? This is what you will be learning in this next 1 hour session, right? It's all about money management, risk management, and confidence. I mean, you might be thinking what this guy is talking. He's talking about the same psychology, like what mindset, money management. That's it, guys. You want just the mindset, and this one you have to have the confidence. That's it. Saying that yes, I can make it. You will get this confidence now. The third one is like stock selection is the key, right? The entire thing, see, everything is important. The stock selection is the key. Here we will be using the technical plus functional. See, when I say technical, it's pure price action. Don't get into the other word saying that what is this technical analysis. Like, end of the day, technical analysis here is your price action. Few uses indicators. See, basically, you know, right? I use more of the patterns, right? The 200 moving average we'll discuss, right? Stock selection is key, guys. For using e-margin, stock selection is the key, right? And then no stop loss. I think you might be wondering what the hell this guy is talking. For me, if I go for e-margin, I do not have any stop loss. I have been like trading since from last 8 months, right? Even you guys will accept it, right? I'll tell you, right? In case if I do not have the stop loss, then how should I protect the capital? There comes your edging mechanism. Rather, even I would say, don't even apply. I don't even apply this edging mechanism. Honestly, I'm telling, right? This edging mechanism should be applied only if there is another black swan events or another COVID, right? Even there also, I'll show you like many examples saying that the stop loss would not work, right? And then the key terms and conditions of the MTF. There are like few couple of key terms and conditions which you should know. See, I'll tell you one example, right? Let's say you are going for a E margin. Let's say you have entered into TCS. You paid, let's say 1 lakh, and the remaining 3 lakhs you got it from the broker. Okay, so net, it's the 4 lakhs margin what you have deployed. So now, if you want to exit tomorrow, let's say TCS went by 5% up tomorrow. Let's say you have taken the trade today and TCS went 5% tomorrow. So if you want to exit the trade, right, this is what no one will tell you, guys, because I've faced, see, basically this 1 hour session is my 8 months experience, right? What did I say? This can be a debatable topic, right? If you have trust, what you are doing is like you're spending just 1 hour. That's it. After 1 hour, you decide it, you conclude it, whether you want to go or not. Okay. So what I meant to say is like there are like few terms and conditions of MTF or e-margin, right? So let's say you have taken a trade tomorrow. If you want to exit, you have to have 20% of the what do we say, capital in your account. Then only you will be able to exit the trade. Majority of the retailers, what they do is like they do not know the rule. They enter into e-margin. Next day, if the profit is more, if they try to exit, they will be not able to exit in case if they are not maintaining 20% of the margin. I'll explain to each and everything. Okay. And next day 3, you can exit it. Day 3, you do not need to maintain. So there is an exception of only T+1. On the same day you can exit. Let's say you're taking trade at 9:20 today, 3:20 you can exit even though you do not have any margin in your account. T+2 day also you should not be maintaining, only T+1 day. The next day you have to have 20% of the margin, and this is exchange approved, guys. This is not broker approved. This is exchange. Every terms and conditions there your individual broker will provide. And the second thing is like no rigorous monitoring. Believe me, guys, no rigorous monitoring. I mean, if someone is want to sit in front of the machine during all the market hours, this is not going to work for you. No rigorous monitoring. Believe me, because this is all together a system, guys. This is all to, we start like an intraday, and then if required we act as a swing trader. If required, we have to act as a short-term trader. If required, we have to act as a long-term trader. Believe me, this will print you money for sure, right? And then what you have to have is like you have to just play this on Nifty 50 stocks, and I would rather say you can go for Nifty 100 stocks if those particular stocks are fundamentally strong. Simple things, guys. Okay. Now let me take you to the next screen. We have next screen, by the way. Okay. Now what I'll do, see, directly now I'll show you. See, you know, right? Majority of my videos are practical oriented. I don't want to give any theory, right? I know till, I mean, can I just take, I mean, are you with me so far, guys? Did you at least understand 5% of the thing what I've told you? Now this Excel will help you everything, but are you with me, guys, so far? Right? At least you are able to understand, right? 5 or 10%, whatever I told. This was very theoretical, but now we will discuss about the practical. Right? If you want, I can just give you this Excel, not a big deal. This is a simple Excel what I've created. Okay. So now I'll just walk you through this Excel sheet. If you look at this Excel, see, basically what I've done is like I've taken 10 stocks, okay? Just a random 10 stocks. I'll tell you why I've taken 10 stocks, okay? And then the cash component is your own capital. This is the margin given by the broker. Simple, right? This is your own capital. This is the margin. And if you look at the bottom table, your own capital, I've just taken 10 lakhs as a hypothetical example, right? Round figures. I've taken 10 lakhs. If you want, you can just, I'll give the access to this Excel. You can put 1 lakh, you can put 20,000. See, it's up to you, right? And then just in case if you go for 10 lakhs, this is 1x margin. 3x margin will be given by your broker. Simple guys, 10 lakhs you are deploying, 30 lakhs the broker will give you. Simple. This is like total trade values, like check the formula. Simple, right? This plus 10 lakhs plus 30 lakhs is 40 lakhs. That's it. Right? You have to understand this example. So net you are getting 4x, right? 1x is yours, 3x is given by the broker, and total trade value is 4x. Now, this is very important. Profit and loss on total capital, right? Total capital is like the leverage, what you have, the margin, what you have taken on 40 lakhs. And just in case if someone has not opted for MTF for E margin, so what will be the profit and loss on your own capital? That's it, guys. And this rest to reward is 4 ideally. So now what I'll do, okay, see the formula what I've written is like, let me put 1 here, you will understand, right? This is simple, guys. 1. Okay, now let's say you have entered into 10 different stocks, right? Your TCS. See, the reason why I've taken this 10 is like, let's say in one each sector, you are, what do we say? You are going long in the leader sector. Let's say TCS, right? TCS is a leader, or Infosys is leader in ICS. So let's say you have taken TCS, here you have taken like Dabur, like 10 different sectors, 10 different stocks. Okay. So this is percentage, guys. This 1 is percentage. Okay. Now, let's say you have entered into TCS and TCS went by 1%. Right? Likewise, you have entered into Dabur, HDFC, right? Your pharma and everything, right? Just in case, if the next day the stocks goes by 1%, ideally you will get 1% profit. Right? Net. See, just check this. The moment I've given 1 year, check your this thing. Total profit and loss on your own capital is 10,000. Simple, guys. Because you have taken 10 stocks, mark all the 10 stock as went like 1% up today or tomorrow. Ideally, you will be getting only 1% profit. So that is 10,000. But if you have taken the margin, okay, if you have taken the margin, so 1% equal to 4% for me. Simple, because you are deploying only 10,000, the remaining 30,000 is 30 lakhs is given by broker. So same TCS went by 1%. People who have not opted for MTF will get 10,000. People who opted will be getting 40,000. Simple, guys, right? 1x. This is 4x because 30 lakhs you have taken it from the broker. So, guys, did I complicated you? If you do not understand this, this will be like tough for you to understand. Or should I repeat? This Excel, right? This, forget about this right side. This Excel, are you clear? Can others also type, because only Rajesh is typing. If at all you want, I can repeat, not an issue. Because if you are clear about this thing, right, everything will become easy, guys. Believe me, this will be, I mean, you will not find anywhere this type of video, because I search for this video, no one. I'll talk about edging, I'll talk about negatives, positives, everything. Okay, at least now. Okay, so now this is about the positives, right? You know, first I'm starting with a very positive note. So you entered into 10 different stock. Next day the stock has given 1%, 1%. So you will get only 10,000. Okay, but if you are taking the margin, you will be getting 40,000. So that is, don't go on the profit. Check the margin in terms of, check the profit in terms of 4x, right? You will get 1%, but here you will get 4%. let's say I'll put 2% here. We all know, right? According to inline to this thing, right? So you will get only 2%, and but you will get 8%. Now I definitely know many people might be thinking this guy is showing only the positive. What happens if the stock goes by 1% down, right? I'll show you. Let me say I'll put -1 here, okay, and then let's say all the stock went by -1%. Yes. Now Ideally, whoever has not opted for E margin, right? So they might end up only with -1%, but whoever went for using the margin, they might end up with -4% loss, right? Same effective way. If it goes up, profit will be like 4x times. If the market comes down, loss will be at 4x times. But the crux here is, guys, I mean, you have to understand. What did I say? Right? Again, let me take you back to this thing, right? If at all you are using the margin, right? So these things are very important. So what did I say? You have to have the view of the market, point number one, right? Money management risk. This is what we are going to discuss. Stock selection is the key. Okay, so now let me tell you one thing. Let me show you my real account, guys, so then you will be able to understand. Okay, so this is my M stock. Surprisingly, I don't know why my current stocks are not showing here, but let me show you my profit and loss. Okay, reports, PLN, right? I'll say email because M stock doesn't have this thing. So let me take it because I'll show everything live for you. So then only you guys will be able to believe it actually. So let me take you to Gmail. Okay, see, check at the time. So now we got this email. I'll just click on this email and I'll open this one because then only you will be like understanding it. Okay, now see, I mean, I do not have the, what do we say, the MS Office on my system. So now that's the reason I'm just saying this use. Okay, now if you look at this page, believe me, guys, I've entered into this 5 stocks. Maybe within 2 to 3 days, I made almost like 13,000 profit. Okay, maybe this 13,000 might be looking very low for you, but just try to understand in terms of profit, right? So I've entered into Asian. You guys are able to see you can go for short, I think obviously different from future. Okay, Varun, Raghavendra, just stay focused, right? I'm not at all looking at any Q&A, right? If required, I'll ask you, but then I'll open it. Now, if you look at this, all these stocks, these are all the net realized profit, meaning I've just exited this loss, though I've entered as a very short term trade, but I've exited as a intraday because you'll be like wonder. See, basically what I'll try to do. Okay, let me go to Asian Paints, and this is what I've taken 30 quantity. What I've taken. Okay, let me what do we say? Take you to this thing. Position. Somehow it is not showing all the position. I'm not sure why. I have another like 10 to 12 position, but it's not showing. But let's still Asian Paint. I'll take Asian Paint. I'll show you one example, right? This is M stock. See, M stock Angel doesn't. The only reason why I'll not even tell you to register. What do we say, right? I use my URL to register for M stock so that I'll get like 300, 400. I'll not even tell you. It's up to you because the reason why I'm using M stock is you'll get to know because you are getting 7.99% per year, guys. I mean, this session can be extended, but see, I cannot explain you each and everything in 1 hour. Let's see, right? If we want, we can just extend the session, or else we'll try to cover everything in 1 hour. Now, okay, now let me show you 30 stock. Okay, I have to refresh, right? See, now if you look at the 30 stocks, right? The same thing, guys. Let me again show you. Where are we? Where is that? Excel. Okay, see, I'm just trying to show you. 30 is the quantity what I've entered in Asian Paints. All right. So if I give 30, what the margin, the total margin required is 85,000. Got it? 85,000. Okay, check it here, invest. But if I select this E margin option and if I refresh, so then 21,000 is what the margin required, right? So I've proved you, right? So we have to pay 21,000. The remaining, right? The remaining amount will be funded by broker, right? What is the takeaway from here, right? So let me show you check this profit 2,527, right? This I've just took it as a note so that we can discuss everything. Okay, now what I'll do, guys, stay with me, right? So 2,500 divided by, I would say 21,000. Simple, guys. Okay, so now within a day, guys, within a day or two, I made like 11%. Right, within a day or two, I've made 11% by using the E margin. Now, you might be asking, what was the price action? Right, that is very important, right? What did I say? Right, price action is important. Okay, let me take it here. So these are all these trades I've entered into E margin, guys. All these trades, and there are like 2 to 3. And I'm so happy that only this Asian Paint, see, after I've exited from Asian Paint, let me show you, right? This is what I've done, guys. So maybe I might have entered the Asian Paint at this position, and this is what I keep on sharing in the Telegram channel. So that's it. I've entered here, right? So that was, maybe it gave like 1% of the profit, I believe. This one, I believe, right? This 2%. Okay, check this profit here, guys. Check this profit here. So this gave 2.87%. Okay, now what did I say? Ideally, if someone might have entered with Asian Paints with full amount without using the MTF, they might have got only 2.8%. But I have entered using the margin. So 2.8 into ideally 3, right? If I'm not wrong, 3 or 4. 4 basically, right? 2.8 into 4. That's what we have discussed. 11.2%. That's what we have discussed, right? Let me show you, right? If someone entered with one lot, sorry, with their own capital, they would have got with 2. So what was the percentage here? 2.8. Let me show you. Okay, so now almost I made 11.2. Guys, are you clear? Can someone type S? Within a day we made 11%, 11.2% by using the emergence. So I'm not just trying to show you my profit, I'm just trying to show you the price action also. What did I say? View of the market is must, guys. View of the market is must. Just in case, if you have the view of the market, if you are able to select good potential stocks, believe me, and maybe I might have done this intraday, but believe me, I've just entered this with a mindset of swing trading. I have entered into Asian Paint by just holding like for 5 days, 8 days, 10 days, 20 days. But if it is giving me 12% in one day, if it is giving me 12% in one day, why the hell should I, what do we say, hold this stock, right? Let's exit it, because the reason why I've exited is, let me show you the broader mind also. Looking at the Nifty, I'm not clear about the Nifty. See, this is where the Nifty was standing. When I entered, right, maybe this is where the Nifty was standing. So I was not clear whether the Nifty can go down or the Nifty can go up. So when I was not clear of the Nifty, right, so start booking the profit by to 11% on a, see, again I'll tell you, see guys, sorry. If I would have just deployed 21,000 simple into 2.8% divided by 100, I would have got only 588 rupees here. But just because I've taken the margin, right, into 4, that's it. Same stock, right? Same strategy, same mindset. The only thing is like the margin will make a huge difference. I know you guys might be thinking, what if the market goes down? I'll explain you each and everything, right? Just I wanted to show you one example. So if at all you want to see other examples, same thing, guys. All these trades I might have just deployed 25,000 on and on, because why I'm just deploying majority of the time, what I do is like I go for 1 lakh, right? Now I see the reason why I wanted to go for 1 lakh is like I wanted to diversify my capital into multiple stocks rather than going for one stock, rather than going for two stocks. So what am I trying to do is like I'm just trying to diversify my stock selections into multiple sectors, so that even if one sector goes down, the other sector will cover my loss. Okay, again let me get you back to this Excel sheet, guys. This is very important. So now things will get complicated, guys. Now things will get complicated. Okay, the reason why I've taken this right side is, let's say you have entered only into one stock. Okay, minus 2%. Let's say the stock has went minus 2%. So if at all you're not using the margin, you'll end up losing 2%. If at all you're using margin, you'll end up using 8%. Okay, the reason why I want these two boxes is, rather than you going selecting only one stock, so why not you go for 10 stocks as an example. So now what happens is like, let me get it back to 1%. Simple, guys. Let me take it to back to 1%. Let's say you entered into 10 different stocks, market made a 1%, so we all know you got 4%. Now what I'll do, what I'll try to do is like I'll try to make it minus 2%. Let's say one stock went minus 2%, remaining stocks are at 1% profit, right? Still you are in profit. Though it says like you are into minus 8% loss, but still you are in profit. Let's say the other stock, even I'll make it minus 2%. right? Still you are in profit. But if you take the same example here, you might have entered into only one stock. If this goes by minus 2%, yes, ideally your overall portfolio will become minus. The reason why I told you to go for 10 stock, this can be 10, this can be 20 also, guys. See, all depends on your trading style. I'll not stop you. You can enter into 50 stocks also. See, this is pure. What did I say when I started this session, guys? I said it's pure mindset. Believe me, it's not at all a strategy. This is just the mindset. This is just the money management, your risk management, and you should have confidence. I've been doing this since from last 8 months. Believe me, if do I have my angel account? Believe me, yeah. This, if you want, I can. I made 1,12,000 in last 6 months, and this is almost like I use only 1 lakh, guys. You know, right? This is my small capital. Now I've started with bigger account mstock, but this is what I've made the video also. Go and watch this video. Very, very, yeah, 6 months profit and loss. I would say I made 100%, guys, last 6 months. Whenever I get the opportunity, I enter into e margin. I'm not telling you like other YouTubers. I've experienced it for last 8 months, right? As and when I'm just exploring more, I'm getting more thought process. So that's the reason I was, see, check this, guys. I made all these notes for you just to ensure that I'm not missing any of the important points. I write all these notes. If we have time, we'll just go through each and every time, right? I was able to get with all these points only because I have experienced it. I did not read any book, right? I did not followed any other trader because I was literally watching for all these videos on YouTube. Everyone discussed about positives about the e-margin MTF, right? They said this is what I mean. Yes, if the market goes up, that will work like magic for you. Instead of you getting 1%, you will get 4%. Instead of you getting 2%, you will get 8%. It's simple like 1:4. Okay, now where are we? Okay, where were we actually? Okay, right. Now, see, let's say even this went like minus 2%. Okay, still your portfolio is not gained. So what I meant to say is like three stocks went like minus 2%, and the remaining six stocks are at 1%, guys. That's it. I said 1%, but still your portfolio is not green. Sorry, not red. And just imagine if this went by 5%, right? If this went by 2%, if this went by 2%, you have to play, guys. You have to play with this thing, right? So you will get with 2.8% profit. And I'm just showing you this with 1%, 2%, minus 2. But you have to enter into e-margin with a short-term mindset. So just in case, if all the stocks make 5%, let's say, right? Just in case if all these stocks make 5% up move in next 3 months, guys, I'm telling you for 3 months, 5% move in each stock for next 3 months. Check the profit you will be getting, right? 5% move in 3 months, you are getting 20. Can someone please tell me how much of interest we will be paying from this 20%? This is interesting. 3 months, let's say 7 point, let's say 8% is per year. So for 3 months, how much of interest we are paying out of this 20% profit? Can someone please calculate and let me know? Can someone please calculate and let me know? 20% is the profit what we made in 3 months, but how much of interest you're paying? Anyone? Am I audible, guys? Varun said 2. Simple, right? See, what I'll do is like this equal to 8, right? If I'm very bad, 8 divided by 12, right? I'm very bad at math. So, see, can someone please tell me? 2% ideally, right? Ideally, because see, per month we are paying 0.0666. So for 3 months, this into 3. That's it, guys. We are paying 2% to broker, and remaining 18% profit is what we are getting. And this I'm telling you with only 5% for 3 months. So don't you think big stock like fundamentally strong companies can't make 5% in 3%? It can go for 5% in 2 days, 3 days. If at all you want to show me, I'll show you. Right? I'm just talking about the worst. So let me take you to my real trades, my existing trades. Okay, Exide, right? I have made very good profit in Exide. Check this. Maybe I might have entered it here with the price action and check the returns it has given. Even if you take this thing, right, 5% in 12 days. Yes, we are 6% in 12 days. Okay, and we are talking 5% for next 3 months. Right. See the small things you have to capture. I know you might be thinking about all the see. Stay with me, and we have another like 40 minutes. I'll explain each and everything, right? So I'm just discussing about the positives only. Now let's talk about one negative. You might have entered into 10 different stock. Okay. So I'll again let me take this. Okay, let me take this 5% only. Okay, now all of a sudden this stock went down by let's say 10%. Okay, still you are in profit. Let's say I'll take this also into 10%. Still you are in profit. Even the third stock, I'll say it went like 10%. Still you are in profit. I'll go until we are at loss. See guys now. Okay, so now one second. I'll take this. Yeah. So now if you look at this stock, okay, so now your original loss without MTF would be only 1%, but your original loss, so what is the loss? You see 40,000 loss here guys, 40,000. Okay, now what you have to do is like, when see again, let me take you back to this slide. Each and everything is like coded. What did I say? No stop loss. I said you should not be having any stop loss, and stock selection is the key. So now here comes some. I mean, now we are just making it very, I'll be like making it very complicated in terms of not, I'll not make it complicated, but things will become very complicated. What did I say? So whenever you are selecting this stock guys, select in such a way that you should have believe in that stock. So I'm not telling you to invest in any penny stocks, not mid caps. I wanted you to what do we say, go and select in such a stocks which you feel like, okay, this is a strong fundamental. So how to check the fundamental, even I'll show you, right? There is something called ticker by phenology. I don't know how it goes. Okay, ticker by phenology. So I'll just take an example, right? I'll go for Asian Paints guys. I'll do my technical analysis, but for equit, for this using margin, what I need is like, this data is very important. The reason why I'm telling Asian Paint is like, I mean, this is one of the favorite stock for majority of the retailers, because check this, the market cap is 2,71,000. They have only 16.66 CR of debt. See, I would, the lesser the debt, the better the stock. So Asian Paints, it's a huge company with 2,71,000 crore of market cap, but they have only 16.16 CR of debt. Sort of, it can be loan, it can be anything. See, I'm not going into technical, right? Check the sales growth, right? I mean, what is the profit growth? And then the second thing, what I see is like, I'll just come, I'll see how are the stocks in terms of pledging, right? If you look at this thing, see, promoters have 52% of the stocks, okay, and out of this 52%, only 7.62% is pledged, right? So at least this gives a confidence saying that this is a strong fundamental company because it doesn't have the debt, right? Promoters are also not pledging their shares. What is pledging, right? Pledging is some sort of you know, right? If you look at the S Bank and everything, the similar case, it was like 52%, 80%, but the next day we saw that slowly they started pledging because they are losing confidence, or maybe there is some sort of issues in the board with the partners, with the CEOs and everything. I don't want to get into all those technical jargons, but these are the two things. So what I meant to say is like, you have to do the price action. Along with price action, what you have to do is like, you select only the fundamentally strong companies. If you want, I can give you those 30-40 companies list, but don't ever enter into, let's see this one for your example, right? Let's see Adani, right? One of the until like last month, Adani Enterprise, right? Yeah, until last month, this was one of the what do we say, one of the best stock. But what happened, though their market capital is huge, but check the debt here, check the debt. This is the only, right? Yeah, they have taken like more of loan. And let me show you one, right? Cipla. It may be randomly, I'll select. Right? Just check this, right? It's a decent company with 70,900. Check the debt. They have zero debt. So what I meant to say is like, and the other thing is like already guys, I've made one video on how to do the fundamental analysis. You go to my playlist search, right? Check this sales growth, profit growth, right? What is the promoter holding? See, check. This is a sort of concern, right? The promoters are having only 33%, but this could be one of the concerning area because the promoter, if it is like 70%, then this makes sense. So let me go back to Adani. The Adani still it has like promoter holding is decent. Let me go back to Asian Paints, right? See 52%. So this site is very good. This is free, right? Ticker.Finology. I love this site. If at all you want to use another like money control, you can just go ahead and just keep an eye on all these things. So the reason why I'm discussing all about these things is like whenever you are entering into any stock, guys, whenever you are entering into any stock, please ensure that you are entering into such a stock which you can hold basically. So that's the reason I'm telling you don't put this stop loss. So now what you have to do is like, here comes the other thing. Whenever you are going for the leverage, so this is one of the thing what you have to take into consideration. Whenever your portfolio is showing loss, please ensure that whatever loss you have to backfill that particular loss and you have to backfill your broker account so that you'll not get into margin penalty. And moreover, if they send you margin penalty, what do we say, right? Margin call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fines. If you do not backfill the amount, they will just square off your positions, guys. They will just very good site for fun. Yeah, which one? Yeah, there are like many sites, screener.in, many. Right? I'm just so you got it right. So whenever you are into loss, so what you have to do is like you have to just backfill. Now the question comes. Many people might be thinking like, why the hell am I using the e margin when I do not have the capital? Then why Ravi is telling me to fill the capital? See, what did I say? You are paying end of the day. You are paying 8% per year, guys. Let's say this went by 10%. Okay, let's say any of the stock, right? Let's say this stock. Let me take the Asian Paints. Okay, let me take. So all the fundamental strong companies, though it goes for 10%, okay, it has the potential to come up also. Sorry guys, 1 second. The reason why I'm taking Asian Paints is like so that it will be like easy for you. Okay, let's say this is Asian Paints, right? This is my typical price action, guys. Okay, this is my typical price action. Okay, so let's say my entry was here. Simple, my entry was here. I know it. If it goes up, simple guys, you will be getting 4x time of the profit. 4x time of the profit. If this goes up, that's what we have seen. In a one day, I got 11.2%. But you imagine what is 11? I've just deployed 21,000, but I got with 2,500 profit because of price action, because Asian Paints is fundamentally strong company. Third thing, right? It went up. What if comes down? So you should have this stop. See, I would not say, let's say, if this gets breached, right? Maybe this would be a first stop loss. Simple, guys. This would be a second stop loss. Okay. And let's say this will be a, let's say, third stop loss. So now from this point till this point, right? Maybe this one like 24%. I mean, if you feel like company like Asian Paints can fall 24%, but still I'll stay in this stock, guys. I know. You might be thinking what will I mean, bullshit is talking. I'll still stay into this stock because even if it goes by 24%, it might take 1 month, 1.5 month to go, but it might take another 3 months, 4 months, 5 months for this stock to come up. Right? Let me show you one example. Right? This is the mindset, guys. This is the mindset. I know. That's the reason I've told you no glaring the system. That's it. Now, let me show you the COVID situation. Simple, guys. Right? Let me show you the COVID situation. From here, it fell almost like 40%, right? In 2 months, right? It fell 40% in 2 months. Okay. How much time it took to recover? Also, we need to see, right? Just to come to break even, it took almost like, let's say this one, right? Almost 138 days. Okay. So it took 2 months and maybe 138 would be like it took like 3 to 4 months, right? Within 1 year, it fell by 40%, and within 1 year, it recovered. So what I meant to say is like, even if you're paying like 8% interest to MTF, so don't you think the stock, right, which fell by 20% as the potential to come up, right? So you are paying only 8%. So if you get into panic saying that, okay, the stock has fell by 5%, 10%, 12%, 14%, you should have belief in that stock unless and until something happened for S Bank. If you take that S Bank into consideration, then never ever you will be able to trade, guys. Believe me, right? Check the probability out of 1,000 stocks, out of like strong fundamental like 50, 60, 100 stocks, only S Bank was the only trade which went like, right. Even that I would say that is not the fault of your E margin. So end of the day, what you will be doing is like, okay, let's discuss about the negatives later, but this is what I meant to say. Any stock what you are selecting, either it could be 10 stocks or 20 stocks, right? My thought process is like, I'll not put the stop loss for the simple reason. I'm just showing you live example. It took 2 months for 40%. It took 3 to 4 months to recover. So net 2 plus 5 within 7 months you are at your break even. And I'm taking extreme case, guys. I'm taking extreme worst to worst case. Okay, worst to worst. Even if the stock goes by 20%, you have to just stick. And let me take you back to this Excel. So the reason why we are diversifying is like, let's say this went by 10%, right? This went by down by 10%. This went by down 10%. This, right? Ideally, even this can go by 10%, right? If it is right, this can go by 10%. Let's say if this goes by 12%, right? If it stays like 5%, if it goes by 8%, right? If it goes by 2%, right? See, now though this add a loss of 40%, but still other trades will be giving you the profit, guys. I'm not sure whether you are able to understand. I mean, am I making it very complicated, guys? I do not look at the audience and everything. Even if one person is able to get it, I mean, I'll open it for Q&A for sure, but try to understand. We have discussed only 40%. We have just discussed 30%, I would say. Right? It's all about mindset. The reason why I wanted you to diversify into 10 is, right? Even though 4 stocks are giving you huge panic, the other stocks can save you. Check here, right? 4 stocks are giving 10%, right? And even if I make it like 2%, right? Even if I make it at let's say even if I make it as 4%, right? So still you are at no cost. And now you might be wondering, 8% of interest am I giving? So you have to exit the trade, right? Only when you get into profit. And I'm not even telling you to just go for long term, just play this intraday. The way I've done this, right? All these trades were intraday. Believe me, all these 5 trades were intraday. When this is giving me 11% in one day, 11% in one day, 11% in one day. So the reason why I'm booking the profit is like, oh, 11% is huge. How much of capital I've deployed here, right? 1,25,000 and 1,25,000, 13,000 is what? Okay, net, right? 13,000 divided by 1,25,000. Okay, this is almost like 10%. Okay, and what interest I've paid? I've paid zero interest, because when you go for E margin, until first 3 days you'll have 0% of interest, right? I'm not sure whether you guys know this. First 3 days it's 0% interest. So let's say you're taking the trade today, and if you're squaring off the trade today, you will not get into any interest. And moreover, brokerage charges are free in M stock. Second day also, if you're exiting with profit, you are not paying any interest. Third day, your interest will charge from T plus 3 day. I mean, that is like from the fourth day. So net, I made almost like 10% by not giving a single penny of interest. And moreover, let's say if I might have deployed, what do we say, 1,25,000, I would have got only 2.6%. So 1,25,000 into 2.5, right? So I might have got only 3,125. So what is 3,125 and what is 13,204? Okay, but the crux in the E margin is, guys, you have to be like, you have to just focus on this thing. Whenever your MTM is showing loss, you have to just backfill your account with that loss. If not, they will send you 5 reminder email. What did I say? Brokers are not here to help you. That's what I've told you, right? Each and everything, guys, each and everything, right? 1 second. What is that? See, I take so much of each and everything, but that's what, right? If every time this 95% people doesn't have all this in mind, right? Do you think they have view of the market? Absolutely no. That's the reason they are losing the money. They have the mindset, what we have discussed. No. Do they know the, what did I say? It's all about money management. Nothing rocket, no rocket science. Risk management. They don't have risk management. You should have confidence, right? Stock selection. Do they have the price action, right? Do they do the technical with functional? Do they know how to do the functional, right? No stop loss. I'm not sure this I'll just make it, open it to you. I'll discuss about this edging mechanism. If someone is not happy with this no stop loss, I'll discuss about this edging mechanism in 5 minutes, right? Key terms and condition, right? Zero interest for first 3 days, all those smaller things, no regress monitoring. I'll not even monitor the trade. That's it. I'll deploy every 1 day. Maybe at once I'll just clear whether that particular stock had a gap down of 10%. That's it. Or 5%. If it had a gap up of 5%, I mean, just imagine if any of the stock has given you 5% of gap up. Okay, then you will be getting 20% of the profit the next day. Yeah, if it comes by 5% gap down, you should never get into panic. That's it, because you add the view of the market, right? You have selected the stock in such a way that it's a strong fundamental stock. Yes, today it might have given 5. Let me show you a few stocks also, guys. Then only you'll be able to understand, right? Let me show you a few stocks which, 1 second, I'll show you. Okay, is that Indalco, Vedal? I've experienced it, right? Now check this. There is some issue with my mouse. Okay, check this. Okay, see, I literally entered Vedal here. I see, that's the reason I'm trying to show you, right? This is not showing me the stock. I literally entered Vedal here, right? When the market was something like this. That's it. I thought it took the support, it went up. It took the support, it went up. It took the support, went up, took the support, went up. Even it took the support, I thought it will go up. But what happened, guys? Boom. It fell like anything. See, check this here, 2%. Okay, the next day 2.41%, the next day 6.61%. And you know, right? This is one of the Vedal is one of the stock which is in news. I did not even add any clarity on the news. I thought of exiting this trade because I've seen like many YouTubers talking about Vedanto can become one more Adani. So then I did not saw the news. So what happened? The next day, it gave a 3.82% gap up, not gap up. Next day it went up, and then last Friday it went 5.22%. That's it. So I'm almost at my break even. So what I meant to say is like this can be a classic example. I entered into E margin saying that it might go up, but it came down. So now my only mindset is like all this trade. Yes, it made a low of this thing. Okay, now even it can go like another 5%, even it can go like another 5%. But there will be a day, right, when Vedanto has to come up. All right. So if this took like 2 months, maybe in another 5 months, I am taking just 5 months. It can be 2 months also, right? 2 months plus 5 months, I'll just come to my break even. Either I'll exit, right, or else I'll trade this trade because I have selected the Vedanto because it was a strong fundamental company. Right. So this is what I want to say. So far, guys, are you clear, or am I making it very complicated? I know you'll not find this type of video anywhere because even I was literally searching for all the pros and cons of E margin. Everyone were discussing about the positive. Even I could have done the same thing, right? Boss, stock went 1%, you'll get 4%. Stock went 10%, you got 40%. I could have stopped, but I'm discussing about the negative so that you are prepared for it. Right? What did I say? Again, let me come back to this, guys. Let me come. This is one of the very important slides. That's it. Mindset. It's all about money management. What did I say? Whenever your portfolio is showing the loss, your responsibility is to just backfill. You fill that margin gap so that the broker will not confuse you, right? Your stocks will not be squared off by broker. That's it. You have to just fill. Now, how to manage that is all about your own trading skills. So what I do is like, guys, now what I'll do is like, and then we will jump on to the other session. So there are like too many things to be discussed. What I do is like basically maybe this might help, and this might help for people who have like good capital. Okay, so let's say I have 1 CR capital, let's say. All right, so now what I'll do, I'll have one account which is pure. See, this is what I'm doing, guys. This is what I'm doing basically. What I'm doing is like, let's take 1 CR, right? 50 lakhs I'm having only for swing trading. Guys, this is only for swing trading. This is not e-margin. This is for only for swing trading. I'll tell you. And let's say I have another 50 lakhs. All right. This is for the e-margin. Okay, now because the reason why I want to go for e-margin is like Nifty is at a very discounted price. It can go, it can fly up, it can come down also. Even if it comes down for 5%, 10%, I will hold all my e-margin stock, because I've shown you the classic example of COVID. COVID, it took market for 40% in 2 months, but it just took 3 to 4 months to recover. Okay, so what I'll do is like 50 lakhs is for swing trading, 50 lakhs is for e-margin. Okay, now I'll use only 25 lakhs here, guys. I'll use only 25 lakhs here. Okay, for my e-margin, remaining 25 lakhs, I'll just do my, what do we say? It could be your intraday, it could be your options, it could be anything, right? Just in case if my e-margin is getting into loss, so this 25 lakhs, anyways, I have this 25 lakhs, right? I'll start releasing that fund and I'll just put it. Let's say my e-margin is showing 1 lakh of loss. That's it. This 20 out of 25 lakhs, I'll release 1 lakh to, or else, see, first of all, I'll not get into penalty because I have like 25 lakhs. See, technically, I'm not releasing any money, but I'm having enough capital. So margin call will not be there. You got my point? Margin call will not be there. So if out of 50 lakhs, if I'm using the entire 50 lakhs and all of a sudden the market went down and then I'm getting with like 5 lakhs loss, right? So then I have to either move this amount from my other account to this account, or else I'll use 50 lakhs out of 25 to 30 lakhs. I'll use it for the margin. The remaining 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs, I'll use it for my intraday or for my positional options trading. And believe me, even what I've done is like I have started with this swing trading with 50 lakhs and I'll get up to like 35 lakhs for pledging, with which I'm just playing my doing my intraday or positional trade. I don't want to complicate you, but this is called management, right? What did I say? I said money management, right? This is what I've done, right? Mindset is what we have discussed so far. Money management, that's it. If someone has a very good capital, try to have 2 different accounts or try to have only one account. But what I'm doing is like, just to differentiate, what I'm doing is like, right, I have just diversified my capital 50 into swing. By just pledging all the swing trades, I'm getting 35 to 40 lakhs of the amount in which I'm doing the what do we say, with the FNO stocks, options, and everything. And I have one more account in, this is my angel one, guys. This is my angel, and this is my M stock, right? So M stock is only for E margin. That's it. Only for E margin, for the reason being they are giving it for 7.99%. Initially, I used to do with for 18% in Angel One, but this is a sort of break for me basically. So what, 7.8% and 18%. So now what I'm doing is like 50 lakhs. So now I'm doing more of swing trading in Angel One. So I've moved the another money to M stock with only 7.99%. Okay, now see, there are like so many things I wanted to discuss with you, but I'm not sure whether you're able to get it or not. Guys, are you okay so far? I just keep on hearing it only for Senthil. At least if others can just let me know. Let's take it 2 minutes to take. I'm just looking at your what do we say, comment section. Do I make sense or not? Are you able to understand it? Not. It is possible to use the pledge margin amount with positional referral tools. I guess the pledge margin is only for trade. Something says crystal clear. Balaji will discuss. Okay, we'll discuss about that. Okay, what was the other question? What is the plan if weather becomes next Adani? Yeah, that's a good question, right? What if the weather? See, now what I'll try to do is like, okay, let's talk something about Simple, guys. Now that's a very good example, right? So let's say I have entered here at Vedal expecting that market would go up. Simple. What happened? Market is coming down, right? Market is coming down. Vedal. This is the Vedal. Now comes your edging, right? So what you have to do is, my expectation was market will go up, but Vedal is coming down. So let's say you have one more support here. You have second support here. So let's say Vedal came down by 10%, right? For your next support line, there is a huge support line at 10%. Let's say 10%, right? Two things. What you can do is, like, if you see a sort of consolidation happening here, right? Already it made a 10% downside, right? It is making a consolidation here, or else it has already breached the level and it is going down for another 10%, right? Two things, guys. See, there comes your edging mechanism. Nothing, no stop loss, nothing. What you have to do is, like, you have to just do the edging. So either you sell a future here, simple, right? This is what I do, right? You sell the future of same Vedanta, right? Vedal, you sell a future, or you deploy a sort of put debit spread in Vedal, right? Option, right? It can be one is for the future, the second one is like deploy a put debit spread in Vedal. So meaning, what I mean is, like, any strategy which is basically designed for falling market, you have to edge. That's it. So now, if you do this, now you have to ensure that you are matching. So let's say you have entered like 5 lakhs with Vedal. So let's say your future should also be 5 lakhs, right? That, see, whenever you go for deployment, you should have all this in your mind, right? Based on that, you deploy, you select the lot size and everything. Now, the moment, see, three things can happen, right? What if it is goes like sideways? What if it goes down? What if it takes a U-turn? Simple. So in three ways you have capped your loss. Basically, what I meant to say is, like, you have capped your loss. If at all you have the belief in Vedal that it might come up, then only go for this edging mechanism. But if Vedal has become to that extent wherein it has become very bad, right? So it's up to you. You exit your stop. That's it. What did I say? You are, anyways, you have deployed 10 trades, right? Accept a stop loss. See, this is not the fault of E margin, I'm telling. This is the fault of the stock. This is, I mean, when you are in loss, thousands, lakhs of retailers are also in loss when the stock is going. This is not the fault of E margin. What I meant to say, like, ideally, even the person who might have taken this swing trading, right? Yes, he might have lost only 10%, but here we are losing 40%. But this is where your diversification into other sectors will help you. So what is happening is, like, if you go for futures, if you go for put, or else deploy the put debit spread, or else I would say any strategy, guys, any strategy which will give you benefit in the falling market. So this way you are locking your loss. That's it. You will have some time just to think, okay, wait for 10 days, wait for 20 days, keep on checking the news, right? Is it against the Vedal, or Vedal has altogether different, what do we say, it might have taken the U-turn. So end of the day, what you are doing is, like, you are locking your loss. That's it. And you can wait for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Even if you still feel that Vedal is still going down, let's see, ideally what I'll do is, like, guys, let it go down, let it go down, let it go down. You have logged your loss. Let it go by 80%, 90% down. But the thing is, like, sometime if it comes right, so then it will make a move. Did I answer your question, guys? Who was that actually? Raghu, did I answer at least, right? So this is called the agency. We cannot discuss each and everything in this seminar. But what did I say? This can go for hours, but I'm just giving you a small thought process of how to lock the profit. If you got that right, you use any strategy, right? The future, sell the future. Go for put debit spread. Go for back ratio spread. One of my favorite back ratio spread, right? You all know, right? The back ratio spread. I mean, there are like many other strategies. See, guys, that's what I'm telling. That I think I might have given you more context. I mean, I'm not sure whether you're able to, but watch this video one time, two times, three times, and there are like too many things what we have to discuss. So this is all about edging. If not, exit the trade, guys. Who is asking, right? Accept the loss, right? All, see, maybe what I meant to say is, like, yes, this might have given you 10%, but what will happen with other stocks? Okay, let me tell you, right? Even if this make 1%, guys, check this. Simple, guys. Let's say this has given you 40% loss. The remaining 9 stocks are giving you just 1%. Okay, still you are with minus 0.04%. Okay, let me make it like 2. That's it. your portfolio is saved basically. But don't you think the stock will be like at 1%? If I make it like 5%, 5%, 5 is also very less, right? You should have that skill set of selecting the stock. This is what I'm planning to do, guys. That's it. Check it here. Even though you have 40%, 10% loss, if the other stock is giving you profit, you will get into profit. End of the day, every year you are paying just 8%. And do you know, people see at times I wanted to go with, see, I would say if you check the personal loan versus e-margin, can someone tell me which is the better option? If someone is giving the personal loan at 12% and if you're getting the e-margin at 8%, I would say for smart traders, guys, again, I'm telling you, this is only for smart traders. Please, I'm telling you, if you're not able to understand, it's okay. Watch my video like 2 to 3 times. But this is what I want to say, guys. This is only for, I'm just representing this 5% of the people. I'm just representing this 5%, not this one. If you have this mindset, it's difficult. Don't even go for margin, this thing. But if you are into this category, go for margin. And now let me tell you one thing, right? If someone wants to go for the profit, for the personal loan, see, I think I'm talking, but again with a disclaimer, personal loan comes with 12%, right? Majority of the time your e margin is 8%. The only differentiator what I would say is like if you know the crux of the market, view of the market, how to identify the potential stock, money management, risk management, whatever we have discussed, right? This is your personal loan, this is e margin. The beauty is difference of 4%. Point number one. Second thing is like for personal loan you have to pay 365 days interest, right? If you are using or not using, at least for e margin, out of this 8%, we are just entering into the stocks on a opportunity base. So let's say you are using it only for 100 days, pay the interest only for 100 days. If you are holding it for 50 days, pay the interest only for 50 days. Still, if you're using it for 365 days, still 8% is low. So what I meant to say is like, even I've done this, guys, even I'm okay if I want to go for personal loan also, because I have developed a skill set. I have that mindset now. I can manage my risk. Right? Without risk, there is no stock market. You got my point. So 12% at 365 days, and but if you're playing it for 100 days, just pay the interest for 100 days. That's it. Do I make sense, guys? Good butterfly from edging. Good, we can edge. Yeah, we can edge basically. Yeah, that's what, right? So this is only for 1%. Again, I'm telling you. I know many people are not understanding. This is only for this, guys. If you come under this category, I think this E margin is one of the, I would say, best tool for you to get quick profit, decent profits, even on intraday basis also, because 3 days you will have zero interest. Majority of my margin trades I exit within 3 days, guys. Believe me. See, because it gives the advantage, right? 1% upside move is equal to 4% for me, guys. 1% upside move is equal to 4% for me, right? 2% upside move is equal to 12, what is it? 8% for me. In Asian Paints, let me show you all the stocks, right? Let me see 1 second, guys, so that you will understand. Let me show you quickly this three trade also. Why did I enter into, what is that? Where is that Excel? Let me quickly show you this. It will take, right? Let me show you why I've entered into this one. What is it? Uh, Colgate, right? Colpal. Then you will understand. Okay, see, check this whole path. Check this, guys. This is my price action. What did I say? There is a sort of consolidation. I've also shared you, right? When there is a consolidation, continuous consolidation, right? So this will give a huge breakout. That's it. I've entered somewhere here. Maybe the once I got the breakout, that's it. I captured this and I've exited. Okay, check this price action. Right? I'm not telling you random this thing. What is the other one? Engineers India. Okay, do I have that Engineers India? Check this. I'm sharing all the trades with you. Simple, guys. Such a, see, what did I say? I've shared this in, right? Took support, went up. Consolidation phase, breakout, went up. Now the stock was standing here. Simple guys. Fundamentally strong company, right? My price action says that this might go up. If it comes down, altogether different story. If it comes down, altogether different story. I'll just hold this trade based on how fundamental. Now it went up. That's it. So that's where I got 12%, 13% in one day. That's it. Okay, let me again show you one more stock. What was that? Then I entered into Exide and Reliance. Okay, let me show you Exide. I share all this stock. That's it. This is my price action. I might have entered into Exide India. Maybe see when it was making the consolidation. Maybe at this position or at this position. That's it. I got this move. I'm not expecting bigger moves, right? Exide India should go like 5%. For me, 1% equal to 4%. For me, 2% upside is equal to 8%. Okay, yeah, if it comes down, all of a sudden I'll have different plans. I'll hold this trade. So now when I'm creating my e-margin account, believe me, I want to hold that stock for 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years also. See, wrong to say that, but my mindset, I've created my mindset in such a way that go for 20 stocks. That's it, guys. Go for 20 stocks, 20 strong fundamental stocks. Leave it, guys. When any stock is giving you 10% profit, exit the trade and look out for new opportunity. Any trade is giving you loss, all that, keep just checking whether there is any bad news and try to just, if your stock is into loss, try to just to avoid the margin call. Rather than margin call, I would say, rather than your the broker squaring off your particular stock position, you have to just put some additional amount. That's it. And wait and watch. End of the day, you are paying only 8%. Guys, if I'll ask you one question. To cover this 8%, how much of stock movement should it make in a year? Please, guys, if someone can answer this question, then I'll say you will come into that 1%. Let's say you are paying 8% of the, what do we say, your interest. To cover that 8%, how much of stock move should be there? Okay, if someone can answer that. Senthil says 2%. Is Senthil right? Just imagine, guys, just imagine how easy it is. How easy it is. I'm not telling you to buy a stock wherein it should make 20% profit, 30% profit in a year by using E margin, as Sendil says, 70, yeah, as Sendil says, easy, right? Sendil is right. See, 8%, right? To cover the, I'm very bad at math, to cover that 8% of the interest in a year, 365 days. Let's say you took the Reliance. What Reliance has to make a move so that your interest is completely covered. Can someone please tell me? If you find that answer, you'll get to know. We are not expecting bigger momentum here. We are expecting only 1% equal to 4. Don't ever forget this. 1% move equal to 4% profit. Either way, I would say either way. It has the advantage, it has the disadvantage. When the stock is going down, first you think that you have selected the stock in, right. 5% fall is normal for any stock, right? You check HDFC, right? If the potential good stock for strong fundamental company comes by 5%, it can go for another 5%, but it has a potential to come up. That's the way the market has been designed. Unless and until it is a penny stock, anyways, we are not deploying in a penny stock. We are just deploying in a very strong fundamental, and that's what we are doing the analysis here. Just check the Axis Bank, just check the Asian Paint. Okay, now if you look at my portfolio, I would not say all the stocks are fundamentally strong. Let me show you, right? Let me show you. Where is that? Right? All the stocks are, see, still Exide is a good company. TCS is a leader. Axis Bank is a leader. Colpal is a leader. UBL also is a good company. Hindustan, Tata. Check the stocks, guys. Apollo, Britannia, Dr. Reddy, Reliance. Engineers, I'm not sure. Let me check this, right? Because I entered into engineers because I saw this price action. That's it. This all I do based on the what? Alerts. That's it. I might have add the alert. See what I'll do. I'll just add this alert, guys. right? I might have put the alert. The moment the alert got triggered, that's it. I might have entered. So let me see what is Engineers India, because seriously, I did not saw this. This could be the first talk what I might have not saw the fundamentals of this company, right? This is the first time I'm telling, right? It's a decent company, not decent company. It's a decent company. 4,255 zero debit. But check this guy. Check this. Sales growth is -75. Okay, promoters holding 51%, decent holding. Okay, return on equity, decent 19%, return on capital employed 24%. But this has some issue with the sales growth. So now I'll see, I'll just go down. This is how I do the fundamental analysis, right? Check this. This is very important. Debt to equity, right? As and when we are going, right, the sales growth is coming. Sales is coming. Profit growth 99%, right? Last year to this year, right? Return on capital increase, capital employed, it is going up. Return on capital employed, see, return on equity, return on capital. So these are the few of the things what I see. So I can hold this stock, right? Promoter holding, zero pledge, no one has pledged, right? So this gives the what do we say, right, more clarity on the stock in terms of no one is pledging. So this is fundamentally strong company. And just go and check these limitations and strengths. I love this site, right? Company, read out this thing, read out this. The company has shown poor profit growth of -2.37%, right? So maybe this year it might be, or else what I'll do, the moment I got the profit, I have exited. That's the reason I've exited, right? If you look at my this thing, these are all the realized profit. So 13,000, I've made it on 1.25 capital, 1,25,000. If you feel like 5%, 10% is low, then God will save you. Okay, now let me take you. So guys, do you have patience for another 30 minutes or should we stop it here? I'll show you another things, the important points. I'm waiting for your response. Another 30 minutes you have? Okay, see what I'll try to do is like, now what I'll try to do, so just to see whether I've captured all things, so this is what I've written. Okay, see, simple thing, what I've done is like, this is approved by exchange, but meaning when I say approved by exchange, it's only for the smart traders. This, you use it, you get the benefit, right? I've given you entire content. If at all something is missing, you ask me that question, I'll clarify. Okay, best for low capital, I would not say best for low capital. This is, I've written it for my own. I would not say low capital, because what happens is like, even though you're entering it with low capital, but you should have some sort of capital. What I meant to say is like, if your MTM is lost, you have to backfill. See, when I say backfill, you have to what do we say, right? Just to avoid the margin penalty, you have to what is it, backfill. You have to just maintain that margin, that's it. Okay, whatever negative margin you are, and all about my, that's what all about my, this is not at all a rocket science, all about mindset. After this session, take a notebook, you write it, whatever Ravi has said, does it make sense or not? You add up your own thought process. You think, right, if I select strong fundamental stocks, right, you take some previous back to back example. I've shown you the COVID, when COVID recovered within 5 months, right? By, I mean, can you expect worst conditions in COVID? Now, if you go to other black swan events, right? You go to 2008 and see how much of fall the market had and how much time it took to recover. Go to each and every of the strong fundamental Nifty 50 stocks. You do that exercise. Go to Nifty 50 stocks. Check what extent it has fall. Okay, if fall to 50% in 3 months, how much of time it took to recover, right? If everything is happening within 1 year, your 8% what do we say, interest still stands valid, guys, right? The more the calculated risk you take, the more reward you'll be getting. Okay, so this is what I've told, all about money management, what we have discussed, risk management, what we have discussed. Confidence is what you want, no fear, right? We have discussed about the edging mechanism also. Believe me, guys, no one has discussed this thing. Edging mechanism is simple, right? If the stock is going down, that's it. If the stock is going down, you lock the profit and leave it for 1 month. Let the news settle. See now Adani. Let me show you, right? See, even there will be like few opportunities, guys. Let's say Adani also. Adani enter, right? Right. I made, now let me show you. Let's see. Yes, it had a fall. It had a very huge fall since from this one, I believe, right? Right? It had a fall, but check this. Check the recovery. Almost it recovered like one. Is it 120%? Yeah, it went like 120%. Again, it came down. Again, it is going up. So this is where you have to have your price action. So what I meant to say is, let me show you like this example. Let's say this is your stop loss. Let's say, okay, now if a market was standing here, right? So you might have sold a future. Right? What happened? Whenever we sold the future, stock will go up. Right? So if stock goes up, equity will give you profit. Not profit, yeah, equity will give you profit. You sold the futures will give the loss. So net you have logged your loss basically. Now just leave it, right? Let it go up, let it come down, let it go up. So this is the loss what you have paid, right? Your loss is logged now. Right now you have one future here. If the market goes down, your future will log the profit. If market goes up, so let's say it slowly went up, went up. So there is a strong resistance. If it has breached the resistance, retest it. If it is going up, simple guys, exit this future. And then if it slowly keeps going up, your losses will start regaining. But if it falls here, if it retests, if it is falling, then what you have to do, exit your swing. That's it. Now continue your future, right? For some extent, that if it goes down, then your future will slowly mitigate, what do we say, cover your losses. And if it goes here, the moment you see a zero loss, exit this trade and never ever enter into this trade. So this is called edging, right? You have to have the thought process, you have to have the levels. Don't glare the system. Don't glare the system. Leave it. If you have logged the loss, the only thing what you have to do is like, right, you have to just roll over to, let's say you've taken the March month future, just roll over to April. Simple guys. Anyways, your swing trade will be, you can hold this trade for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Okay. And then let me discuss about this thing. Okay. See, that's what I've written it here. COVID just took 2 to 3 months. Don't never ever go on the news. Whenever we get the news, after 1 or 2 weeks, the stock will take the other way. Right? I see that cash account, right? You have to have the cash account, right? What I do is like I have one account number and then I'll do the pledging and I use this account as a backup to just backfill my margin. Profit of brokers, what we have discussed, right? Profit of brokers are this 99% of the retailers. It's a gambling. The casino owner, right? The casino owner will make all time profit. So you should act as a casino owner. The one who drives the casino initiative, right? He makes the money basically. Even though in terms of the fees, in terms of, I mean, there are like too many things, you can watch it on the way, right? 99% don't edge. We know how to edge. Okay, intraday to swing. Yes, this is very critical, right? You have to have the intraday mindset, right? If required, you go to swing. If you're getting your profit within a day, 11%, 12%, book it, guys. Just book it and re-enter. You have 50 to 100 stocks. Believe me, you'll get the 50 to 100 strong fundamental stocks. You can just play with this thing using the margin. Okay, and you should have the attitude of, right, converting your swing to short term or to long term. End of the day, you are paying 8%. Right, diversifying the stocks is very important, right? Edge you can do it with futures, with Nifty, with FNO. Simple. No glaring. Nifty at support and breakout, this is very important, right? This is very important. I am not telling you to go and start this pledging when Nifty stands here. This is very important, guys. I'm not telling you to start your pledging here at a resistance. No, my game is this position, maybe this position, maybe ideally even this position, right? Because I know it might go up, it might go up, it might go, because this is support. You need to have the price action, guys. Without what did I say? I said technical analysis plus fundamental. Let me, right, if my area are maybe this one, see, there's a support, it went up, then I'll go for margin. It took a support, check this wicks, then I'll go for margin. I'll use the margin because I want the market going up, right? Maybe this could be like consolidation, right? I'll not go. Maybe even if I went for margin, right, I might have went into loss. I'll hold. How much of, see, this is a classic example. Let's say you might have entered the margin here. Market fell by 5%. All right. So you might end up into like 10% loss. But what happened within that market went up? This is what happens. Guys. See, market is born to go up. That's it. Maybe you'll get some sort of retracement reversals and then it will recover. So this is a classic example. Even if you went for E margin here, definitely you would have been in loss. But what do we do, guys? I mean, we do the different price action. When Nifty is going up, I'll not enter in a sector which is at the resistance or which has already breached down the support. You know, right? Do you believe me? My price, that's the reason, guys, I made almost 112%. I use only 1 lakh, guys. I use only 1 lakh in my angel. Right now, I've just increased the profit, but all these are my swing trades basically. If you look at this thing, these are my swing trades for last 6 months. See, check this green. I made almost 100%. But you'll not believe because if you go and watch my YouTube video, also watch this video. If someone has the issue, 6 months profit and loss, all I made through margin. I'll just enter. If I get the profit, I'll exit. If the stock is going down, I'll hold. That's what I'm telling. You should have the characteristics of intraday and a short-term trader, and if required, you have to convert it to long-term trade only when the stock is going down, 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 because at one day it has to go up. You do the activity rather than you believing me. You do that activity. Okay, and then what is this? Stocks are, don't go for Nifty Bs because Nifty Bs you're paying 8% interest and Nifty Bs might go 10%, but ideally, you know, right? Yeah, even that works because 1% equal to 4%. Even we can go for Nifty Bs also. That's a good because 1% equal to 4%. 2% equal to 8%. So even if Nifty Bs is going like 10%, you will be making 40%. So give that 8% to broker and remaining 32% you can just enjoy. Okay, fear of black swan events. We can't, don't do this because you will glare the system. You'll end up hearing the news and then you'll mess up your trade. Zero interest for 3 days. Zero brokerage. Zero interest for 3 days. Okay, so go for M stock. MTF yeah. One more thing is like the MTF market has increased to 6x times, right? So as and when year on year it is increasing. When it started from till today, it has increased to 6 times, right? 10%. Okay, the interest. Yeah. See, even if you get like 10% hike, right? What I meant to say, if the market goes by 10% in 3 months, ideally you are paying only 3%. But ideally you are paying 3% of the 2%, I believe, interest. But remaining 8% that will come into your profit. Right? Stock selection is technical plus functional. This is key, right? If required, if you don't want to go for 3x, go for 2x. This is very important, guys. What I meant to say is like, don't go for 3x margin. Use only 2x. If you don't know, if you have the capital, if you are worried about, right, just go. Now your 1% equal to 2% profit. If you go, sorry, 3% profit. If you go for 4x, sorry, if you go for 3x, it will be like 1 equal to 4%. If you go for 2x, profit will be like, even if market goes by 1%, you will get 3%. If you go for only 1x, if market goes for 1%, you'll get the 2x. If you have like low capital, if you want to start with low risk, then you have this option. Got it? Avoid events, no penny stock, just in case if there is a huge event. So just avoid those stocks. Unnecessary why the stock will go 10% down or it can go 10% up, but don't treat it as a lottery. No penny stocks. Please, guys, no penny stocks. And even you can go for some mid stock, right, which has good potential. Go have the list created in your wish list and check whether whatever good stocks, I mean fundamentally strong, just keep on adding. See, what I do is like, if you look at my what do we say, the Nifty, so I have all this wish list. Okay, see, you check this, right? Sector, you know, right? The index, right? I have FMGs. Just check this count: financial services, energy sector. And what I do is like, I create top stocks to trade. That's it. These are my 153 stocks. That's it. These are all the 153 stocks which are fundamentally strong company. If you want, I can share this list with you. That's it. Whenever I get an opportunity, I just enter into them. 150 is huge, guys. At a time, I want only 10 stocks. But if one stock is giving me 11%, 12% profit in 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, exit that, enter into other stock. All right. And what I mean, I think there are like so many things to be discussed, friends. If required, I'll make another video, very short video. So this is only for my paid. So I'm just planning to do one more video. So I'll not discuss this much of lengthy. I'll just make a very short video, like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then just put them into the YouTube. So guys, did you understand anything? We can continue, Balaji. See, even if one of my student understands, I feel, see, I'm not a kind of person wherein I expect like you. If one person, see, I mean, not talking, see, seriously, I'm telling you, I'm not talking anything rocket science, right? I'm not talking any holy grail. This has its own risk, but I've discussed with you, right? Stock selection, your mindset, have some extra capital. You should start like an intraday, but have the thought of if required, you have to change it to short term, to 6 months, to 1 year, to 2 years. See, guys, just imagine, right? If you're able to get some nice fundamental stock, you can make very good profit, and this is done by many of the smart traders, basically, right? There is a saying, right? Even you take me as an example, right? I do not have much capital, right? If you think that I have the potential to manage the bigger capital, there are like many people approaching me, but I don't want to go for managing like everyone. But that's the reason I wanted to increase my capital. Slowly I've started increasing my capital. Okay, this is one of the golden opportunity for someone who's like very good at all this technical analysis but who doesn't have the capital, right? Just go for it, right? Deploy 5 lakhs, take the leverage of 15 lakhs, but whatever we have discussed. Like, you will not see these many points someone discussing, right? I discussed many few things about the advantages, but today's session was more about disadvantages. Do you guys believe or not? I've told you two way. If it goes up, there is no, I mean, no one can stop you. 1x profit equal to 4x. Right? That is bound to happen. The stock selection. I've told you, right, how to select the stocks. If Nifty is going up, if one of the particular sector is also at the very good support, just deploy only in that particular what do we say, sector. Right? We have 12 sectors. Nifty is at a very critical level, guys. Believe me. See, now this is Nifty, right? It's at a very critical level. You might be thinking that, yeah, this has broken the trend line. Okay, so now this, see what it will do, it will go up, it will retest, right? If required, right, the data operators can again get this down, right? This can play out here until this is breached with a strong candle. I am bearish about market. So then what I'll do now, my duty is just to backfill the margin. So I know why did I draw this. So now my next stop loss is this one. I'll wait till this stop loss, another 5%. If even this gets breached, so then I'll not exit. I'll convert all those stocks to long term. Simple, guys. I'll convert all those stocks to long. Now, if it has fallen like 10% in like 1-2 months, I pretty well know this might take 3 months to come to break even. That's it. My responsibility, my duty is just to patiently wait for this 3 months, plus whatever loss I have, backfill it. The moment the stock goes up, I'll release that fund. So I don't need that loss. So let's say there is 1 lakh loss. Let's say 1 lakh. Nifty came here. 1 lakh is the loss. Now Nifty is slowly going down. I don't need this 1 lakh more. So I might need only 80,000. So again, that 20,000 I'll play for intraday. Slowly the Nifty comes here. Now I need only 50,000 of the margin penalty. I don't need 100%. 50% I'll use it for my other intraday positional trades. Slowly it will come down. So it will come to break even. I don't need any margin. Now, if it starts going up, so then I don't even need to think about the margin. That's it. Now I have to just focus on my this trade, just leave it and just focus on the options. So what I do is like I have two accounts, one in Angel, one in M stocks. Again, I'm telling you guys, M stock 50 lakhs. So I'm just using 25 lakhs. The remaining 25 lakhs, I'm using it for my intraday. So this is a sort of managing my margin. Just in case if there is a shortage of margin, this will manage. Does it make sense or not, guys? Someone wants to become a smart trader. If someone want to earn decent profit, right? Don't do the same thing what the 99% of the retailers are doing. Do something different by covering your risk. I'm not telling you any undefined risk strategy here. And again, I'm telling you, right, this is what you have to do. go for 20 stocks, guys. I would create a 30 stocks, because any stock which goes by 1%, that's like 4% profit for me. 2% equal to 8%. Exit that trade and just keep monitoring the other trades. Re-enter. You have 150 stocks. Out of 150 stocks, even see, you got it right. If you have like 20 stocks also, even if this goes like 40% down, still you will be like getting with the profit. And slowly, by the time you're capturing all the profit, by 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, so then after 5, 6 months, even this will come into green. Now you go and check on your own all the strong fundamental company, except S-Bank. Yeah, that is a very rare case. I'm not telling you to enter into Adani. Don't enter into such a trades which has regulatory issues. Right? You have to select the stocks. If you want, I can help you in terms of selecting this stock. Right? Like Asian Paints, you have your SDFC banking sector, you have Dabur, you have pick up a very good company from the pharma sector. Okay, one thing which I forgot, right, guys? Again, let me show you this one. Where is that? Yeah, this one, right? So you have these many sectors, right? Let's say auto sector. This, do not ignore this. Go to auto sector. That's it. Now you have all the stocks with you. How to go this? Okay. You have, see, now you either select M&M or Maruti or Tata Motors. You select the leader, but that particular stock should be at a strong support level. So let's say, okay, looking at this thing, okay, let me go for Maruti or let me go for M&M, because this has the weightage of 20%. If you're directly going and taking the, see, let me show you Maruti, right? Let me show you Maruti. If you're directly entering into Maruti, that would be like you are a gambler. Okay, rather than that, what I would say, let's go to Maruti. Okay, check this guy. Now, who is stopping you to go for Maruti? It is at a very critical line. I did not even told you about my 200 moving average. See, check this, guys. This is my price action. My trend line support, and Maruti is taking the support of 200 moving average. Check this, guys. Let me show you. See, this is the way I made 100%, but people will not believe 200 moving average. Now, my trend line support is there. This is 400 moving average. Even I use 400 moving average also. But check this, right? Whenever, see, it took the support of 200 moving average, boom, it went up. All right. See, whenever it took this support, it went up. So now, don't you think this is a confluence zone for me? It is at a confluence zone. 200 moving average support and this white color trend line. Why? Resistance one, resist multi-level. Check this resistance, right? Whenever this took the resistance, it came down. So this resistance will act as a strong support now. My expectation is like Maruti can go up. Am I expecting Maruti to go 12%? If Maruti goes by 12%, so then what is my ideal profit, guys? Let's say, right? I am going to create my portfolio in such a way that I'll hold it if required. Right? If Maruti makes 12% in another, let me show you, right? Let me show you one example, right? Let's say 200 moving average from year till year, it made 20% in how many days, guys? 46 days. Check it here. 20%, in fact, 21% in 50 days. So can't you think, even if Maruti makes from this position, let's say another 12% in 1 month. Okay, so ideally, what profit you'll be getting, guys? 12 into 4, right? 48%. 1 month, you are minus 1%. Even I'll take 1%. Actually, minus 1%. So 45% profit, guys, in 1 month. Let's take it takes 2 months. Let's take it takes 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I mean, see, that's what, if you see, if someone is able to get it right, I mean, that's it. I cannot convince you guys, because I've done, this is my personal experience, last 8 months experience. You have my real trade. This is not a fake account. All the margin call, go and watch this video, 6 months of profit. That's it. Now I'm not sure like why this M stock is not showing me my this thing, right? I have 14 to 15 stocks, guys. That's it. All the E margin. I don't know why it is not. Let me refresh. See, ideally positions it should show orders. Even order it is not showing. Portfolio it is not showing. Okay, done, guys. I think 1 hour 40 minutes. So this is only yeah, Balaji already. Balaji has already given 48%. Yeah, that's it, right? So Think about positive, think about negative. If the market goes in your favor, I mean, no one can stop you. We are not using the E margin as those 95% of the retailers. Ideally, we are using the, what do we say, as a 1% successful. See, take my example, right, guys. I've been trading for last 8 months. 100%, guys. Just imagine last 6 months, and you know, right? I'm not a full-time trader. Simple. I'm not a full-time trader. Yeah. Some of the brokers do not show the holdings. Okay. Yeah, maybe. And believe me. Okay. Let me again show you this thing. Right. If someone has not even seen this thing, 1 second, guys. Right. Okay. Simple. See, I'll not even request you to take the this thing. Simple, guys. I'll show you one example. Okay. Now, what I'll do. Let's say let's say 50 lakhs. Take an example of 50 lakhs. So you might have deployed 10 lakhs, and M stock is giving you another 40 lakhs. Now, let's say Angel is charging you 18%. We all know, because I have experience with Angel, they are charging 18%. If you look at this thing, right? M stock is at 7.99%. But if Angel is taking 18%, you will be saving almost 4 lakhs upfront in interest. I'm not talking about profit and everything. 4 lakhs is a huge amount, because MTF Angel will charge you 18%. These guys are charging 7.9% and zero brokerage. They do not have any brokerage. I don't know about Angel, because even I'm using Angel. It's a very good, but in terms of MTF, in terms of interest, M stock is the leader. I'm not sure why they're giving at 7.99%. It's as good as lower than the personal loan. Guys, this is one of the very good advantage for the smart traders. I know we are not from that 95%, we are from that 5% category, right? So you will upfront save. And now let me show you, right? What are the advantages? Simple, guys. Lowest interest 7.99 to 9.4%, because if you take 25 lakhs leverage, this will give you 7.9%. Less than 25 lakhs, it will give you 9.4, still less. Industry up to 18%. Pledging, yeah, whenever you take this stock, M stock gives you the flexibility of first pledging and then buying. But whereas in Angel, if you go for E margin, if you do not end up pledging within 24 hours, within 7 days, it will square off the entire trade. That's one of the pain for retailers. Even I've had that issue. But this guy, they first do the pre-pledge and then they will ask us to buy. So that constraint is gone. Okay, pledge charges, these are small charges, no, not to discuss upon this. Holding time, you can hold for unlimited. This has certain restrictions like 365 days, or because there are like many vendors, right? Number of scripts, you have 700 stocks. You can just check it. 700 stocks, 700 scripts. Basically, you will be getting leverage, but even in Angel, you will get, but there are like less basically. Right? Though it is like 200 to 900, but you'll not get good leverage on some good stocks. Funding up to 80%. They say up to 80%, but this is up to 70%. Yes, honestly, I'm telling, up to 70 or 75. Okay, subscription charges 0. They have 10%, right? No hidden charges. I mean, they say no hidden charges, but these are few of the good things about the M stocks. The only one thing which is like 7.9% from 18%, right? You can upfront save this 4 lakhs. But this is nothing to do, but just again, let me get you back to this thing, right? That's it. Brokers target this 95%. They are not the well-wisher of retailers. Don't even get into that love mode with the broker saying that, boss, I'm spending 1 rupee, this guy is giving me extra 4 rupees. Such a great broker, because they have many terms and conditions with which, you know, right? People buy, they don't know how to put the margin, when to put the margin, they don't know how to calculate the margin. The next day they try to sell, they will not able to sell because they do not have that 20% margin. They don't know within 3 days it's at 0 interest. There are like too many terms and conditions. But the best way for you to is like, whatever MTM loss you have, you just deposit that amount, you just maintain that margin. And this is what we are doing it for the long term, right? 1% people, I don't even want to tell this 1% people, because anyways they do it. My gurus, right, they are making huge profit. Simple, because they know, right? If there is a good feature, right? So these are the enemies for these brokers, but still, right, they are targeting this 95% people. Their revenue is 95% people. They cannot stop the individual traders, right? Let's say if a resource is very good at margin, they cannot stop him, right? Yes, they still end up giving the leverage to him, but the target is this 25. Just reason is this guys, right? The smart, these are the 1% people, right? They have view of the market. They talk about mindset, money management, risk management, confidence, stock selection, right? This 99% people doesn't have these qualities. That's a reason I wanted to I discuss each and everything. They do not, they rigorously monitor the screen, right? They do not, they pick penny stock, guys. They pick penny stock. Stocks like 100 rupees, 10 rupees, 30, they don't even know, right? Manipulation is so easy, but no one can manipulate with the strong fundamental stocks like Asian Paints, SDFC, your Dabur, right? Maruti, right? Your Tata Motors. I mean, there are like few good companies, right? We have discussed about this thing also. And what else is stopping you? What is it? Your ticker tape. Go for screener, ticker tape, anything. Do the fundamental analysis. Check the promoters. How much of pledging is there? How much of promoters are holding? This is very good tool, right, guys? You have to do, especially if you're going for e margin. And believe me, do we? You are too good at the price action. Okay, I've not seen the Johnson, sir. I've not seen your question. You're too good in price action. If you are making 90% of stocks, and if you can time the guidance to buy yourself precisely your sector to make sky is the limit. Empty. See, that's what I've told you. Right? See, I do not have the capital. Johnson sir, I do not have the capital. That's what I've told you, right? If at all, let me show you. Let me show you. That's what, right? I want to take the advantage of the price action. When I'm able, you said that, yes, I'm very good at price action, right? If the market makes a move of 1%, I'm getting technically 4% of the profit by using 1x margin. I'm just trying to take the margin from the broker, right? If I'm able, that's my strength, right? Rather than me getting 1 CR, I'm just able to do the same thing with 25 lakhs. Same returns. What 1 CR guy is making, I'm making with the same 25 lakhs. Right? I don't want to wait until Asian Paints is making 12%. For me, 1% equal to 4%. But for a guy who is doing it with 1 CR, for him, he has to wait for 4%. 4% would be like, it will go 1%, again it will come down, it will go again 1%, it will come down. It might take 10 days. But for me, 1% Asian Paint can give it in a 1 day. So ideally, technically, I'm getting 4%. If you ask me the other way, yes, 1% loss is also equivalent to 4%. So then what I do is like I change my mindset from swing trading. So unless and until, right, that's the reason I've told you, right, I'm just doing the diversification into multiple stocks. This 10 stocks I've taken it as an example. I go by 20 stocks for picking up strong fundamental stocks, and I have my edging system. No one will discuss. If a stock is already giving me 10% of the loss, now I'll go and edge it with selling a future or going for pay. That's it. I'll lock my loss. Loss is loss. We are not a Superman, right? Every time loss is loss. That's the reason I made a video also. This is what I've made. And I'm sharing you my live experience. Show me one video. Show me one video on YouTube on e-margin. Like people have discussed about negative things. No, everyone try to promote the MTF. I'm not even telling you to go. See, I could have told you that just go. I'll share my MTF. What is it? The M stock URL. I'm getting 500. I'm not telling because if I tell that, you people will think I'm trying to promote. At end of the day, why I'm promoting, why I wanted you to go for M stock is because of the 7.99%. I'm okay. Even if I want, even if I want to go for personal loan, take 25 lakhs personal loan, generate the profit of 1 CR. That's what we have discussed that day. I mean, right from this basic till MC, I can discuss for another 2 hours also, but it's up to the patience of others, right? I mean, that's what whatever I can recollect. I've told you. If I forget, anyways, I'm just going to do one more video, very short version of video. This is more like discussions and everything. Right, and one more thing is like I've told you that I've started using the pledge, right? 50 lakhs account, what I've used it for my swing trading. I have entered into that, not 32, maybe 22 stocks, I believe. I pledged because it will take T plus 2 days, right? For all the strong fundamental stocks, I'll pledge all my stocks, and then whatever what do we say amount I'll be getting, I'll be just pledging it for my options. Simple. I'll do my contract. I go long in swing trading, right? I have like 32 stocks segregated across all the sectors. My only thing is like a basic common sense. What I'm using is I'm just deploying a what do we say, put ratio spread or my pack ratio spread or a naked buy. That's it. Just on contra. If this comes down, anyways, my swing trade is for like unless and until it hit my stop loss or my target. That's it. It's not a 1 day, it's not a 10 day, it's not a 15 days. My stop loss will be like 10%. Ideally, I'm giving my stop loss. I do not deploy a single stop loss. Now you will say, right, for my swing trading, I do not deploy because my selection of stocks are like that. My selection of, I do not go into penny stocks. I do not go into a stock which has like hundreds more depth than the market cap. There are like too many things fundamental. I'm very good at fundamentals, sir. Honestly, I'm telling. Never for E margin especially without fundamental analysis, I'm not entering. That's what I'm just showing you all these things, right? I've shown you how to do the fundamental analysis. I've shown you what Upstock can see, right? This is what I do strong because see, stock can go into negative only when they have like any bigger company, right? You take Adani. Why I do not want to go into Reliance is, let me show you, right? This one, even Reliance has too much of, what do we say, debt actually. See, out of, it's a huge company, but still 1,94,000 is a loan, right? Which is still good proportionate, right? But it has a still growth. Sales growth is good. See return on capital. I already made a video. You can see. I go to this thing. I just see like who are the peers. Okay, and then I'll see like how is the sales growth, profit growth. It will take not more than 5 minutes for me to do the analysis. I'll see the promoter holdings is zero pledging, right? 50% is what the promoters are having. These are the limitations. These are the strengths. Based on this, I'll enter into that. Some of the brokers do not show. Yeah, some of the brokers do not show. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions, okay, so you can just write me, right? If you have your own thought process, yes, this is a risky, but not risky if you have proper, what do we say, right? It's a sort of rule-based e-margin system. MTM loss, go and deposit the margin. That's what you have to do. And one fine day, the stock is slowly going up, you start releasing your margin. Not telling you to block the margin forever. As and when the stock goes up like by another 5%, that's it, you release it. Anyways, you are playing the intraday, right? So you will be having that extra capital. That's the reason I'm telling. If someone wants, they can go for 2x margin. I don't mind, right? Now you go for 10,000, right? If I make this as to 2, simple guys. Okay. Now see, 1:1, right? If I put 1, now it's simple, right? 1% equal to 2%. So what happens here is like now, okay, so this is 10 lakhs, right? So let's say you are using 20 lakhs. This is 2x. That's it. Now your entire proportionate are changed, right? So now rather than you, let's say you have 10 lakhs, you are using 20 lakhs. So the remaining 10 lakhs, you just put them into your broker account. You play intraday and everything. So even though, let's say this has went minus 10. Okay. Now see 0.6. So now your shortfall with 1200, right? 1200, right? Just I'm telling, I'm not calculating. This 1200 will be compensated by this. You don't even need to slow. Don't glare at the system. Don't look at that stock. That's it. If it gives you 1% exit, if it gives you 5% exit, right? This way you have to do. Right? I'm just telling you each and everything, guys. I'm not telling you anything, but you have to have the price. Without price, that's it. Now, let me quickly show you all the stocks and then you will understand it. Last 2 minutes, I'm done, guys. Right? If it now, let me show you all the stock. This all the stocks I'm holding. Check the price action. Okay, why I've entered into TCS? I'm into good profit. Why? You check this. There's some issue with my mouse. Now 200 moving average, support of this thing. That's it. All I do. My 200 moving average is a great tool, guys. Axis Bank. Why it gave me profit? Simple. 200 moving average plus, check this, multi-level support, rejection. It was a false breakout. Rejection. Now the same rejection can act as a support. That's the reason it is going up. Now tomorrow, if there is a COVID something, right, obviously everything will come down. So when it comes down, I don't mind holding the trade because I've taken like 20 stocks. All the stocks will start showing me loss, but I don't mind holding the stock until 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. I'll just, what did I say, capital is required. Put them and then one fine day within 2 to 3 months it will come up. Right? Worst I'm taking a scenario which comes once in a decade. Okay, let me show you the other price action. right? Kolpal already given a huge profit. You just check it here, right? Only Asian Paint is only the stock with now just check Engineers India, right? I mean, I'll just show you all the price action now. Hindustan Unilever, simple, right? This now see this is a classic example, right? Let's say I've entered it here. Now what I'll do, let's say I'll enter it here, right? Now what I'll do, it has already given me profit of 2%. Now this yellow 200 moving average will act as a very strong resistance. Let's say market comes here Monday. I will just exit the trade. I'll just exit because 4% equal to how much is like 4% equal to 16% for me. And I'll exit this trade. Now I'll just put an alert here. Next time what I'll do, I'll just put a alert for 200 moving average also, right? Add the alert. Okay, let me show that's it. Now I'll leave it. Tomorrow, literally, if this 200 moving average is getting respected, it will come down. Or else, if this has broken out, I'll not even look. It has to break out and then it has to retest this 200 moving average. Now this 200 moving average will go like. Now I'll again enter here. So small. So this is what happens with a long-term investor, right? It will market will go up again. It will come down. So what am I doing here? 1% equal to 4% profit for me. Book it. 2% equal to 8% profit here. Book here. And when you get the re-enter again, so I mean monitoring the trades, no, everything I'm monitoring with the alerts. If you look at my alerts, this is my system guys. All these are my system. AB, right? GMR, right? These are all my alerts. I don't sit in front of the system. Maybe that could be the reason I'm making good profits. Right, please discuss future versus MTF. Yeah, Varun, see, future versus MTF is like nothing but, see, if a retailer has low profit, okay, so then they can use MTF. Simple. If you pay 25,000, you will get worth of 1 lakh. If someone has good capital, right, let's say Johnson sir has good capital, right? So for him, margin is not required. So what he can do is like he can just go with futures. Because futures, you know, right? One lot of future would be like 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. But if someone doesn't have like 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, right? So then they can go for the MTF by taking the interest. But if someone has a good capital, yes, they can still go ahead with the futures. But you know, right? Futures, it's something like 1% is 1%. Simple. 1% market went up, you'll get 1%. But whereas in MTF, just because you're taking 3x margin, it has its own pros and cons. If you are good at price actions, no one can say good at price action. End of the day, right, you have to see what Nifty is doing within the Nifty. I'll tell you guys. I mean, I don't know why. I'm not sure like whether you guys are using. See, the index, right? Let me show you. This is the index. That's it. If I show you my index, all the see my index like metal sector, right? Metal sector now it went at a false breakout. Now if metal sector, if this gets, see, what I'll do is like, let me show you. I'll put a alert for here. Daily I cannot monitor it. So why am I putting alert here is like, I'm not interested in metal sector now because it can go up, it can retrace again, it can come down, it can do like this. Or else if this gets breached, alert, I'll get the alert, right? Check this 200 moving average, maybe the 200 moving average will come like this, right? And even if it breaks, I'll not enter into metal sector unless and until this 200 moving average. The 200 moving average is breached, then my mindset will change. Okay, metal sector can go up. So then what I'll do, I'll go to metal sectors. See, trading is too easy, guys, but I don't know why people will not. See, I know, right? I mean, where is metal? Okay, metal. Now, if metal sector is going up, will I enter into all the stocks? No, right? First I'll do, see, let's say if the metal sector is going up, even this will come up slowly, right? If this 200 moving is breached, then if it is here, that's it guys. I'll just enter it here with a small stop loss was here, this one, or a small stop loss here. That's it. Enjoy the ride. That's it. So I do. Now, even I'll check what is Nifty doing. If not this thing, I'll go for another stock, sale, right? Sale has already went up. I'm not interested. Either I want a stock at support level or I want a stock at breakout level. See, even this can give me, metal sector goes up, right? This one, national, this can go up. Might go up, sorry, not this I'll not enter. See, this is perfect, right? This one in zinc is also taking the support of the 200 moving. If it can go up, as and when the metal sector goes. So this way, what I do is like I just take the view of the Nifty. This is parent for me. This is uh, what do you say? This is parent for me. Based on this, I'll go to what sector is at a strong support, and then within the sector, what stocks. And nowadays, I've started using